No. Yeah.
We are tWoTcast, episode 382.
No, he does not.
Okay.
All right, everyone, shut the f*** up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go. We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time Reread Podcast. Explicit in R. Freaking rated. Jono's the wild card. Always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
You're listening, watching, viewing tWoTcast, the Wheel of Time reread podcast, now covering the Wheel of Time. With me,
The Wheel of Time. Oh, hey, I'm Joe.
Tom,
Still your mouth.
and I'm Jono.
Hello, Jono.
Hello. I like that I get to say just that Tom's here. Not frequently, but just he's here. Because he's here.
I mean, he's here.
Always in my heart.
He's here right now. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And
Yeah.
guess what?
Always here.
There's no room for anyone else in my heart.
I'm always here.
It's just Tom.
Eh,
And many other
always would imply you've never missed an episode.
people.
I feel like it's been 6 years since I was like regularly missing anything. At least.
Yeah, it's probably been at least since a year before the show started. So at least 4 years.
Yeah.
I'll give you 4 years.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Oh, DK Moon said Rand MVP, give him a hand. Hey-oh! Spoilers for this book, by the way. And probably the whole series, but he's referring to, I put a poll in the chat so they could vote on the most valuable character for this book. And the options are Rand, Matt, Egwene? Is that right? What do I put? And Tame.
Yeah.
Taim.
Yeah,
Just broke the
that's-
poll.
Yeah, I'm excited to get to that because I think that this is one of the most like fucking diabolical endings. Like just
So far, Rand and Matt neck and neck. Egwene's got some votes.
Ah. And nothing for Tame.
Nope, 0.
You guys are fucking assholes.
Change the
I
winner.
mean, is he an
quick.
MVC, really?
Let's find out.
Oh, we're just gonna jump in.
I mean, I can make the MVC anybody I want.
Yeah. Probably. We should have had veto
Maybe it's
power.
none of them. Maybe it's none of them.
Maybe it's none of them. But we'll know what the audience wanted it to be at the end of this episode, you know?
And how much does the audience vote count for this?
Doesn't matter.
That's
The audience vote is 8% of your grade.
Hmm.
All right. The more you know. Okay.
Dun,
As is clearly being mentioned, this is our award show. Happy awards season. We have the Emmys, the Grammys, and the tWoTties, the Wheel of Time Awards, the most important award since.
it's the most important award show in award season,
Yeah,
by far.
and awards season goes, by the way, all year.
Yeah, you don't have to say simp in it.
Oh, not all
No,
year.
Yeah, not for much longer, honestly.
Yeah, we're already on book 11. We're
left.
almost done.
Well, we've got 12,
Book
13, 14.
Book 14 we'll do chapter by chapter.
We haven't touched on the big white book. Like who's the the most valuable character there?
If we go chapter by chapter in 14, it won't
Rand.
take as long as you think because like a third of the book is one chapter.
Yeah, literally wouldn't take that long. Well, it's still gonna take for fucking ever. You can.
It's 20.
Yay! So
Like,
tWoTties,
I'm not-
11,
I'm not gonna say yet again that instantly put me in the mood for an award show. But
But it did.
it did.
Because it's the 20.
What's the copyright for that music? Like, is that free?
It's free.
Okay.
It's free. Yeah. The audience counts as a 3/5 of a vote. Oh, that's Rackest White, man.
There's so many problems all over.
I know there's a C.
There's a problem with you even putting that up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I should probably read those. I should probably scan those before.
I ban him from chat, except for the fact that you put it on the damn screen.
Yeah.
It's kind of an issue for us.
I don't. Never mind. I was going to say something relevant, but I don't remember what it is. So, Ninth Dreams, the 11th Wheel of Time book, also the last Robert Jordan book. That in itself is Artax dying. That's the saddest thing that there could be as far as this goes.
Damn, you nailed that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, on that note,
spoilers for later.
Yeah, Robert Jordan dies moment.
I guess we.
Is that a good one? Robert Jordan dies moment of the book.
Did he die from a knife in his dreams? It's not a terrible joke. Don't even.
Jesus.
Sometimes you just gotta say things.
Yeah. No, I understand. That's my
just to fill space. I honestly thought you were about to put up a quote that says, "I died from a knife in my dream."
I wish I could make that quick.
That's like shit. Really impressive work.
He knew what he was doing. Yeah. So what's our first category here?
The first category is the Tris Traeger Award for Best New Character. The Tris Krager.
We're having a harder and harder time coming up with nominees for this. Number one, because we don't know who's new anymore.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Number two, they're not introducing a ton of new characters. Don't fact check that. First nominee is Sam Will Hark.
Yeah.
I mean, he's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's the little spy guy that they used to chase down or follow Dolan Millar, right?
Yeah, he is the raper spy. We see those very often in books like
he's kind of fun.
He's delightfully I love that they found him and in his room there was just hundreds of cut purses. So he's a hoarder, he's a trophy collector. Not exactly the most.
He's got a necklace of ears in his jewelry box.
He's the raper spy.
Yeah, what was that?
What a sad hobby that would be.
Also, his name's Hark, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hake is a different name.
I don't rape anybody. I just stalk rapists and wait for them to rape somebody, and then I watch it.
Yeah, so it's a weird voyeur kind of thing. That's a pretty standard thing that happens, I believe. Right?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything weird about that.
I can't believe that our nominee and winner for best new character are both coming from the same stupid storyline.
What? Who's the other?
Yours is here?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Oh. A Quiet Life, A Fool's Gambit, A Pardon Secured, Hamill Hark, Crossroads of Twilight. Oh! Not new.
Whoa. He's not in Crossroads of Twilight, is he?
That's what he says. That's what Holocaust's saying.
Let's double check that because I thought I spent some effort.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's new in this, but I mean, if he's not new, that this is if he's not brand new, this is the first time he's on screen and getting
Hey, fact checking us also gets you banned from chat. Ban them. Who's next?
We ban nobody.
Ban Will Hark. Let's see here. First appeared Knife of Dreams, chapter 16.
Yeah, see, we're right. We're right.
Yeah, based.
Yeah.
And the winner.
Yeah.
The winner.
Yes.
It's Charles Guybon. It's Charles with the Z. He drinks Mountain Dew.
Charles. He's extreme.
He also eats Zalads at Zaxby's.
Charles Guybon is cool. I like Guybon. He doesn't do anything necessarily awesome in this other than save Elaine's ass, which isn't necessarily a good thing. But later on, he becomes fun and cool.
He's great in this book. My problem with him is he seems, and I guess it's way to subvert a trope where he's so handsome, so on the spot. Your first assumption, he's going to be exactly what
Dark Friend or something.
Is.
Yeah,
right. Because Dolan Millar is the same thing. But I hate the fact that later on she's like, well, if I were to fuck a second guy besides Rand, it'd be Charles.
it'd definitely be him. He's my hall pass if I've ever seen it.
Fuck off, lady. Nobody's a hall pass with Rand. You got two other ladies that are your hall pass.
Yeah. Plus, at the end of this book, he's got a really nice new appendage that he can do stuff up with, you know?
Yeah.
With 3 wives, none of his wives get hall passes.
Yeah.
It's like a double standard.
It does. Yeah, that's bad, Jono. They should all get to fuck 2 other people.
You know what he calls having sex? Hall pass.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not a good one. What do we like better?
Is Ty Lee new in this book? Because she's pretty cool.
Tylee?
Tylee Kirgain or whatever.
Oh, from,
Sean Chan.
No, I believe she was introduced in the last. Well,
Okay,
maybe.
I think she might have been.
She might have been.
I don't know. Perrin meets her. He might have met her in the last book. I don't remember.
Yeah, she might be from Book 8.
Maybe.
I'll look
She's
her up.
plays an actual role in this book. That's why it's hard to remember.
Nah,
anyway,
I don't. She's not new here. She's in a thing where a thing happens and then the thing
a
falls.
thing where a
dies.
thing happens and the thing falls.
Yeah, there's like a thing.
Mr. O'Hara on the
Yes?
Joe side is correct. She was first mentioned in the Knife of Dreams prologue.
Oh, well then she's cooler.
Yeah, if only Joe had actually done his work and sent that in.
I mean, I wrote it down.
It's
I'm
too
telling
late.
you
We've already handed out the award, Joe.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean she wins. I'm just saying she's an entrant. You know. All right, that's been the Chris Traeger Award, boys.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. I just want to know if you're going to make a joke about Charles with a Z. Is it better to do like some sort of extreme joke with an X, or is the Zaxby Zalad joke?
Gossi said I concede.
You don't need to concede. You've been beaten.
No fact checking here.
Johnny Lawrence didn't concede. He'd lost.
Wadaholic said he was mentioned. See, yeah, he's mentioned, but he's not on screen.
Harry Potter.
Perrin impressed her by holding a log. Remember that? It's good. Look at that log.
Wait, are we
Not
talking
that kind of
about
log.
the shit or a dick? The shit or a dick? All right, next category.
2 options.
Axe handle?
Impressive. Chicks love both.
The next category, boys. I have nothing to add. It's the Triple X. Wait, the Sentinel Lake Award for the best Triple X moment, brought to you by Vin Diesel.
All right, let's go through some of the nominees here. Let's do. I'm just going to read Jono's word for word.
Okay, go.
So we're just going to do my favorite one first. It's Fael was ready to bang Roland to get out. Not exactly sexy, but if it squirts, it works. What?
Doesn't even rhyme. It's perfect.
Why does he have to send this in an email? Just send the nominee.
I put my reasoning in there. I like you to know why I pick people sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly a ringing endorsement. If it squirts, it works. It's just like, I guess.
Not at all.
Jono, you know what else I've just realized? If you write terrible things, email them to me, and then I say them, the graphic doesn't come up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think the closest thing
you can avoid the
sexy
Jono terrible things graphic at all times.
Tom says terrible things.
I mean, we only have this one though.
For the 5th book in a row, too, Jono has yet again nominated Val to the Rapist, but with a question mark.
I couldn't remember when it was. Technically, I mean, it happened like 8 books ago.
It's not remotely relevant.
Hey, until he dies.
Yeah,
which is right now.
Yeah.
Savannah wears increasingly smaller and smaller and lower cut shirts. That's sexy, right? If the attack on Malden hadn't happened in like a month later, I feel like she would have just been wearing no shirt and just necklaces. She was this close to just no shirt and just a ton of gold.
Just one necklace just between her ass.
Yeah.
Another nominee to Rava having Galena as a sex slave forever.
Forever.
It's a lifetime sentence for sure, and she's an Aes Sedai, so it's really long.
So we know she has those. We know she has those perky tits forever.
Yeah. I meant to tell you. So on that note, as a thing from last week,
Jono makes Tom say horrible things. Yeah.
So Alan did write back.
Oh. Wait, what did you write him about? I don't even remember.
If you remember last week, I wrote, important question during tWoTcast. Do Aes Sedai breasts stay ageless too? We know that the Denna stays young. That's canon.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wait, real quick. This is a tWoTcast exclusive that's canon from a Wheel-Time Editor. Exclusive.
Alan
But you
wrote
need a
that.
graphic for
exclusive.
exclusive that spins and like.
Do we have that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
We should
Yeah, let me
definitely
whip that up.
Like throwing on our Twitter, like
Oh wait, hold on,
John.
John. Wait, Jono, hold on. Joe's gonna whip it up real quick.
Yeah. Just bear with me.
All right, he's got it. He's
Just
got
say
it,
you dummy.
Oh, just say it.
God damn it. All right. Aes Sedai breasts indeed remain ageless, taking on a stony perkiness after 100 years. Look at Tom's hair. That's immaculate. Thank you.
Sorry.
In fact, breast agelessness is most prominent among the Green Shah, who have been known to poke out the eyes of Forsaken with their steely nipples. Hence the old
That is a detailed answer. It's not just
We're not done.
I know.
Hence the old tongue greeting among the Greens, Hotsy Totsy Pad, which loosely translates to tits up.
Nice.
So if you look in the Wheel of Time Companion, partially written by Alan Romanchuk, and look in the O section, the old tongue, that'll be there.
Nothing like a fail party to get the.
It might not be there, but you could write it. You could print it out and put it there because it counts.
Yeah. So that's last week's Alan Romanchuk.
Fantastic, Alan. Fantastic.
All right, another nominee.
I don't understand can we go further into the stony hardness? How about that oath rod for being so well hidden?
I was actually Alan's answer. I was curious about what happens in year like 94.
So that's
Just loose. It's a bag of loose gravel.
It's slowly build it.
Yeah,
like we're on our way.
It's like concrete slowly, like as like she showers, they kind of
like around 60 or 70. It's like a cornhole bag.
Yeah, so when an Ace Sedai is like 85 years old, it's just drooping down to their knees. But somehow by 100, it's back up to like a 25-year-old.
Yeah, it comes right back up. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone knows this now.
That's going to be clear about that. Another nominee from Jono, Loyal and Heiress Wedding. I wish we could have seen those sex scenes, but I can't imagine.
like an avatar.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. How much and how far does an Ogier come? If an Ogier could come, would. I don't.
What? Johnny, you always got to take it like one step.
I mean, these are great questions. It's
already funny.
These are good questions, right?
Oh yeah, it's a great question, but you're an
thank
insane person.
Yeah.
He made a nominee, an imaginary scene that didn't happen.
I imagine like an avatar, like not the Last Airbender avatar, the other Avatar by James Cameron. What if their eyebrows are intertwining, and they're just feeling each other out, just all kinds of sexual bliss from ears twitching and eyebrows.
But not
something fishy about that oath rod.
Because the oath rod.
No, I get it. We all got it. We all got it.
What is their vagina?
Jono.
And the winner, because there was
it.
nothing super sexy about this book either, is Vin Diesel driving a red hot rod.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I thought I had another nominee.
I mean, this category is brought to you by Vin Diesel, Triple X.
I don't know why I thought I had another nominee, and I was like, wait, what?
I mean, and obviously everyone knows he wins the race.
I have a legitimate question. Have you guys even seen that movie?
Nope.
Wait, Triple X?
Yeah. I think I saw it when it came. I think I saw it when it came out.
I actually worked at a movie theater when that came out, and I watched every movie for free, and I still didn't see that movie. I think I saw like parts of it. Like I would like walk by and be like, "Oh, let's watch 15 minutes," and no, I'm done.
And then they made a sequel with Ice Cube.
That's not real. It's not saying anything about it.
Can I ask you a question? Like
Yes.
it must have worked at the time.
Yeah.
But let's say I was a rapper, and you're gonna have to suspend disbelief here for a minute. But like, and I was really good, like incredibly good. And I was like, you're obviously gonna get famous. What's your rap name gonna be? And I was like, Ice Cube. Is that a good rap name? Isn't
Wait,
Ice-T, is Ice-T
when?
even worse?
Ice-T's worse.
He was cool, man. He's cool as ice.
He
Yeah.
was an Ice Cube.
Ice Cube is better than Ice-T by
Also-
far.
Aren't they both so stupid?
Yeah,
How
it's
dare
pretty
you.
dumb.
How dare you?
What about Eminem?
I mean, put some flair in your name, like DJ Jazzy Jeff. That's a great name, you know?
Wait, it's better than Ice Cube and Ice-T.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a great name. Well, I don't understand. Vanilla Ice was cool as ice.
Willing to sacrifice.
That's super true.
Vanilla Ice, if you're a white rapper, you're coming up and you're like gonna do the same thing. You're like, I'll be Vanilla Ice. It'd make more sense if somebody was named Black Ice. Actually, Black Ice is a cooler name.
Yeah, Black Ice is.
Oh, Black Ice.
No, it
dead
actually
in
just
winter.
sounds like Black Ice.
That's part of the.
That's the joke. It's the
Yeah.
Key and Peele joke.
Oh yeah.
It's a.
DJ Nibbles. Thank you, Data Lou. I love it.
I don't know. I was curious. I've thought about it more and more at the years.
Ice Muchachos. I think he's trying to say.
Oh no, that's also Joe. Stop putting racist shit up.
Why
No,
is
that's
that
from.
rude?
That's from. What's it? Isn't that Anchorman?
That's still racist.
Yeah, I think it's from Anchorman. Yeah.
That's not racist because he's in brownface.
Well, who's the winner of Triple X? I forget. Oh yeah, it's Vin Diesel.
Next category.
All right, this is it. Don't get scared now. The category
The big one.
for the best battle or fight in the book.
Let's see. We have.
I've got
Let's start
I've got a
with-
few.
All right. Well, let's do a nominee. That is the band destroying the Shanshan army.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's
It's pretty
pretty
incredible.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome.
There's a lot of cool fights.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning more towards fights in this one for me. For me, it's I like the sword fight with Matt in the Hell like more than the battle with the Shanshan.
Well,
So that
first
was
off,
awesome.
yeah, it's a sword fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. And also Galad fighting Valda to death.
That's funny
That is-
because we have for the, like one of the few times for this we actually have like two battles in this book where they like carefully laid out a plan to go attack people. It's very Home Alone-y.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I had to pick between the two Home Alone style battles. I'm sure you know who the winner is at this point. But another nominee is the Death Gates. Let's talk about it.
Oh, wait, yeah, I guess that's definitely a battle.
That's an awesome. Like, that's such a weird, like, poorly thought out like battle from the Dark One's perspective.
I'm gonna hold back on that one. But that was that's my on your left moment, I think.
Ah, okay.
Can't be, Jim. You're wrong about that.
That's my nominee. Anyway,
Once I tell
That's
you
amazing.
the winner
That
of
fight's
on your
amazing.
left, you'll agree entirely.
I'm sure I will. That's amazing. It's insane. The Death Gates is crazy. Luz Theron channeling is crazy.
Everything about
Not letting go until he promises he'll die in the last battle is crazy. So much of that fight is so good.
Yeah.
It's devastatingly destructive. Everyone around Rand is just like, holy shit. Like, it's not even like they're as scared as the bad guys. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking insane. It's awesome. It's
Did
awesome.
you say scared? It sounded like
They're
you
as
were-
they're as scared of the park.
yeah. But
And the dark.
I'm right
Nope.
there with you, like how fucking awesome it is, and how like Rand. Like my only problem is I love Logain. I think it's a very interesting character,
Mhm.
but I don't like how close to strength he is, considering that doesn't seem to be the case in book one. But that's but like Logain looks at him, he's like, "How you been holding back on these fucking weaves, man?" And like Rand, of course, in real life is like, "Well, first off, I'm being controlled by a madman right now until I promise to die in 3 books."
Yeah.
And like I'm not holding back. Like, so there's just so much like weird knowledge stuffed inside of Luz Theron's head that I think just makes it so much more interesting, because it feels like the Aes Sedai and Asherman can do kind of everything by the end, but that's not the case at all. There's so much shit that's been forgotten over 3,000 years.
Hmm.
Really
Hmm.
right in the breaking during it. And it's an awesome scene. And it's like an awesome like location. It's a random fucking like small time noble's house manor, like in the like close to the mountains and Tyr, all the way as far away as you can get from the beaten track. Like it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And then instead 100,000 Trollocs pour into and then die. So, you know.
I think that's the only thing that takes away from it for me is it just seemed like they're being attacked by Trollocs at a random mansion and they're just all kind of hanging out. I never felt like it was like, oh no, what'll happen here? I'm like, yeah, they're just gonna.
I mean, it's horrifying in the sense that like the army that comes to attack them is like devastatingly huge. Yeah, like so you're just like, holy shit, what are they gonna do here? Like, and yeah, I mean, obviously Rand's there, so you're like, maybe something amazing's about to happen, and it does, but it could easily have gone a different way. It could have been another Rand in a box situation, you know, like that. Like when you first start reading that chapter, you're like, "Oh shit, how's this going to shake out? Like, is he going to be able to channel? He hasn't been able to channel in a while, like without getting sick or whatever."
But I think that's another point that
happening more often
is that like 100,000. That's a huge fucking number, and 100,000 is beaten pretty comprehensively without any huge life mortality threat, because you've got Rand and a few other people, and like Rand's using new weaves, that kind of thing, and it's literally 100,000 Trollocs just wiped off. Like that seems like to be, up until the last few years, that's the largest army ever put together in 1,000 years. Like,
it's funny too. Doing this and teaching it to Asher Man feels like unleashing a nuclear bomb on the world. Like it's wild. Like. Yeah, I don't understand how they go into fights later and there's even foot soldiers and it's not just them versus.
I don't know.
It's like just going fucking apeshit and just making a butcher field. Like it's crazy.
Well, I mean, I guess the only caveat to that would be obviously other channelers against them. And then,
but in like the last battle, they're just like, well, I have a shield of air in the sky and lightning's hitting it. Like, thank God we avoided that. I'm just like, I don't understand why they're not cutting through each other like ribbons.
It's funny because it seems like right now like this is a bridge too far and how strong they can be, and then the next couple of books is like, well, let me show you this side.
Let me show you how to make a shoe with traveling.
I always thought that about the last battle. Like I know it's not as drawn out as it is as written because it takes a while to write every little nuance of a scene when that many things are happening simultaneously. But like, I inevitably get the feeling like there's several times within the last battle that Sanderson, I assume, is just going like, yeah, he's up there, he's throwing lightning down, Battle of the Wild, you know what I mean? Kind of like, and he's shooting lightning, and I'm like, it just seems like he's just yelling for Rand and shooting lightning for like 3 days straight while everyone just fights. And I'm like, if this was really fought with the one power the way that Rand just did, this battle would be over pretty quickly.
That's Battle of the Zeus. You're just throwing lightning.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Your winner.
The winner.
It's Malvin.
Yeah.
The biggest battle. They do a lot of planning, and more importantly, it ends the fail capture plot. I mean, that's a win for everybody.
Yeah, that is a win for everybody.
It's also pretty awesome. Like I love again, so it almost brings validation to the entire plot because there's some cool shit that happens. Him aligning with the Shan-Chan in the way he does, the purchase like under the nose of Suroth.
Brame Woods? Is that Brame Woods? Yes.
No, Brame Woods is Brame Woods is in Andor.
Oh, the one is where is the mansion he's at?
It's in Eastern Tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Breme Woods, I think.
It also ends the Aram plot.
We're gonna get to that.
Yes, that's also
and profit.
Also doing multiple weaves, multitudes of weaves. Yes, I agree.
It does a lot for us.
Yeah.
Finishing the storyline does a lot for us. Also, Perrin just gets to kill the guy that wanted to bang his wife without realizing he's doing it. without realizing.
Yeah.
I murdered that guy. I didn't mean to, but if I had known it, wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah.
I already showed that. Can Luce take over Rand's dick while he is fucking? I mean, it depends on who's in control.
I mean, anybody could take over my dick while I'm fucking. What's that really going to do? Are they going to try to waggle it up and down? I don't understand. Go for it, I
Yes.
guess.
I love
Yes.
that. That's just kegel. Yeah. I'm now more interested in this idea, but yeah.
Oh, book 12. It's like he knew he had to destroy the Axis key to give the Dark a chance.
See, I think Christian rapper is a better name than Ice Cube.
Does he rap about Christianity, or is that just?
I don't really care. It just makes more sense.
Yeah. What do you think about Christian rapper versus Ice-T?
Ice T's
Christian
the
rapper
dumbest of them all. It's not personal. It's just business.
It's just business.
What about Hot Tea? Do you think Hot Tea is a good, okay name?
It's not personal.
Yeah,
it's
great.
just business, Jono.
All right.
All right, yeah, winner is Malden. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. I completely agree with that one. The other fight, like the Matt fight with the Sean Chan, is cool and everything. The battle, rather.
Yeah.
Just not. I don't know. It's something. It's lackluster in the sense that there's not. It doesn't show a whole lot, and it seems to go rather quickly.
Well, I
You
guess
know what I mean? Kind of thing.
the spirit of the award was originally a little bit of a Home Alone thing, obviously.
Yeah.
So should Malden not have happened, that would have been the winner, just for the planning and.
I mean, Perry Roofy's an entire village.
Yeah, but there's a
pretty
lot
amazing.
of a lot of planning goes into Malden.
should
It's not
talk
just
more
like a big
about that.
battle. At the end.
That's I was kind of getting there. Like one of the things that's cool about that is he actually has Suroth technically sign off on the idea of roofing.
Yeah, well, it's like a letter of
Yeah.
writ, like of consent or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, which I should also try to get in the future. And like it's kind of it's fucking amazing though. Like I really.
I've got one from the Armelin seat.
Jono, you want to writ to roofie an entire town?
Yeah.
It would take me a lot of time and effort.
No, it's not to roofie the entire town. It's just to acquire enough roofies to roofie an entire town.
Rather than go to town and pick out a target and do a roofie, just roofie the whole town and then just go down. Your work's already done.
Yeah.
Juicy lick.
I'm not as young as I used to be. My refractions.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so White Man Wilds is onto a point about why would someone take over Tom's penis?
Well, John, read the.
Lose Aaron take over Tom's.
Yeah, so he can feel his first orgasm in 3,000 years. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I think that makes
it's a good call. It's a good
it
call.
makes a lot of sense.
We're on to our next category, boys. And do you know what time it is? It's time for Tom to take a break, and it's time for a Dark One's three-pronged plan. The Dark One's three-pronged plan, of course, starting with headaches.
So, I spent a bit of time looking around here. As far as headaches go, and I think what's most interesting here is the paucity of headaches. The fact that Egwene, when she's moved into the tower after having been captured, in what's a pretty Dark One plan, stops having her headaches. And that's because Halima, one of the greatest, probably catfish, probably decent chance she's a rapist in her own way.
For sure.
And, of course, most diabolical, headache inducer.
Yeah.
That's probably number one there.
That was her number one purpose, apparently.
Yeah.
Other than randomly murdering an Aes Sedai here and there, but
but that's just all in a day's work. No longer having those headaches, and her response is simply, very giant.
I feel better now. It's weird. I feel better in the White Tower. It's like I've always been meant to be here, and everything seems to be coming in. I can finally think straight for like the first time in a couple days, and I've got a plan.
And you know why that is? You know where her place was? She always should have been a novice.
Yeah, she just never. I mean, she shouldn't have been moved up so fast. It was too much too fast. Can we all agree?
This is the point the Dark was trying to make. When women ascend to power, things hurt.
Yeah, their heads hurt.
It gets overwhelming for them.
Dark One, he's got some strange views,
Yeah.
White Man Wild said Roland got quite the headache. That's true. It's not quite the Dark One's plan, but I'll take it. I like it.
Also, I guess technically everyone.
Did his head get cut off, or did he get cut? Did it just? I don't remember precisely the scene. Did he chop him in the head, or did he chop his head off?
I don't think it was. I don't remember enough, but I want to say he got hit twice by Perrin.
Yeah, with the hammer. Yeah, he threw the axe away. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was the hammer. Yeah, so no chopping off. It was smashing his skull in, which is amazing. That's a shame. Roland was cool in a way, in his own way. Oh, look, a little kitty cat.
Say hi, trash.
That's funny because I'm pretty sure my cat's meowing at my door right now.
No,
That's random.
And then another
all right,
thing
headaches.
about headaches is technically every woman that could channel in
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
yeah every
Again, not really the Dark One's plan, or was it?
or was it? Because he plays the long game.
Yeah. So the Dark One's plan was to rearrange buildings. It is one of his plans, but it's not one of his three prongs. The three-pronged plan is his main points of attack.
Yeah, but you can always have kind of other things on the periphery.
You guys have the best server. Thanks, Iris Bear.
Hey,
All right, next category.
All right. Oh yeah, next category. Sorry. Sorry, I was on comments. The next category is the Dumbledore Award for Best Gandalf, which is the best mentor of the book. Dumbledore. Or you shall not pass. We don't know.
Joe, before the show started, you were just like, "Oh, I made my notes, but I'll just chime in."
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized you can't chime in because you might chime in with the winner.
Right.
So just so you know,
Okay.
you can only chime in after the fact. John only had two here.
Well, let's
Now
see if mine match up with Jono's.
All right, number one is Rand for teaching people new weaves, or should that be Luce Laren?
Not on my list, but okay.
Ooh, maybe that's two different votes.
Yeah, I think that's Spaceship Luce Laren probably at that point, right?
Spaceship. There.
Inner Space.
Best game.
Inner Space Luce Laren.
Do we consider Massima the best Gandalf for somehow making Aram turn against Perrin?
He's a good mentor. He's a good mentor doing that. I mean, that takes some doing, you know. Well, I mean, Aram's pretty susceptible to any suggestions whatsoever. So it isn't really that good.
I understand that. Still,
I think Aram is just a deluded moron. You know,
we should have put Massima in the category for best mind rapist for doing that, because like he took Aram, who was like, you know, would have sucked Perrin's greasiest dick on any day, and turned him into
someone that would attack him outright. That's pretty
pretty
hardcore. You know what I would say though, in the show, Aram Sino Man is much more likable and less susceptible to outside influences than Aram in the books.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Did
Did Aram turn because he wanted to bang Fail, and she was gone?
Yeah, I think so. I think he was upset that.
Second question: why does Aram want to bang every girl that Perrin's close with?
That Perrin's with.
Does Aram wish that-
She will be mine.
Does Aram want to fuck Perrin?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I think so.
I think of all things, if they were to explore that point
Benelux said Cat Swain.
in the
That's
show,
her.
Yeah.
Go
I've
ahead.
always felt like
Cat Swain can be a nominee.
Cat Swain was a little bit more consistent in this show or the series, because I think she's a fascinating character. But what's the next one, Tom?
There is no
Well, hold
next
on.
one.
Let's catch up. Dark One missed an opportunity. Hey, Perrin, swear to me, and I'll get your wife back. Samael dude keeps having his way with her. Perrin goes to the shadow. I mean, not bad. Would he believe him though? Would he? I mean, even what is it like? Morden in his dreams? Is it literally the Dark Ones just all capsing in his dreams or something?
So if that happened, we'd get 57 chapters of Perrin like fretting about whether or not it was true, or whether or not he should do it, and then not doing it would be exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So that's what book 11.5 was.
So the next nominee and also the winner is Egwene in the Tower. Come on,
Yeah.
Okay.
that seems like a no-brainer to me.
100% agreed. Well, obviously. But like, I think that she's amazing.
What is she teaching though?
She teaches everyone.
Everybody.
That's true.
She teaches like what an Aes Sedai should be, like without even being an Aes Sedai according to their rules. She has the grace, the panache. She has the ability. She's cool under pressure. She allows things to happen, and she advises. Like she
Sounds
actually,
like a Billy Joel song.
yeah, she's fucking amazing. Like
She's always a woman to me.
Hey, just real quick, apropos
Yeah.
of nothing, I saw somebody tweet last night that Billy Joel should do every Super Bowl show and just sing halftime show to the tune of Uptown Girl.
I think
I
Billy
fucking
Joel-
laughed for like 10
Show.
minutes.
It's the middle of the football game.
he's
That's
like
amazing.
phenomenally underappreciated. I fucking love Billy Joel.
But again, it teaches Matt how to woo Tuan.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Noel kind of takes Ulver under his wing, which I thought was kind of adorable. But also, Ulver teaches the Noel, Tom, and Matt how to get into the Tower of Genji.
Is that teaching?
Little boy as a mentor. That's a nice twist on the.
Well, we've already got that category. That's called best rapist.
That's right. Yeah.
Little boy as a mentor is best rapist.
Christopher said,
figure
"Winner
out.
is Morden for pretending to be Rand and turning Massima against Perrin." That's. I feel like you're in the wrong category. You're thinking of Catfish.
That's spelled Massima wrong.
That's all I'm thinking about it. That's a great fucking catfish, though.
Yeah, that is a great catfish.
I gotta be honest. Is that what
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
catfish-
basically. Channel a weave. I said I cow.
Yeah.
Oh, go over. Oh, look at Over's ears. Had to mention that one.
Look, the winner is a queen. What's the next category?
I mean, the winner's a queen. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, obvious winner's a queen. Next category. What do we got here? Where am I? Oh, it's the Classic Elaine Award for worst Elaine moment. Spoilers. It's all of them. Jono, Tom, would you?
All right, one nominee is all right. Here, this will blow everyone's mind. One nominee is existing.
Yeah, that's on my list.
No. Joe, you're not getting it. That's a nominee. That's not a winner.
Oh, it means it's not the winner.
That is the.
I love when existing isn't the winner because
Yeah.
it does come up fairly often. However,
I think
when
this is her
she's
worst
so
moment.
horrible, I agree. When she's so horrible, no, not quite. When she's so horrible that the winner actually goes beyond existing, that means it's a big one. You got something. You got something cooking.
You know, it would be funny if like she's just balefire, so she doesn't exist.
All right. Another nominee is just continue with the session despite everything that's happening.
Mhm.
Which is
Yeah, like ignoring all the rest of the world and continuing with her bullshit when she could just stop
Well,
at any time.
you know the last battle's coming, and you're
Yep.
just like,
Let's kill
But-
troops before
well,
then, though.
and she's like, but I
No.
can secure the-
Let's endanger troops and get people killed in a pointless secession war.
I must
It's
I
fine.
must secure the throne in the right way.
It was already secure. It was never not secure.
I know we've mentioned it twice here, but I don't remember if it was you, Joe, or Tom. But
Yeah.
the most deliciously, disturbingly ironic point is in 2 or 3 books, I forget when it happens, she torches the entire capital that she's been sitting here. And again, torching the capital, right decision. But the fact that she spent this much time on it, and like supposedly you could make this caveat like, well, maybe they would never have been there if she hadn't have done it the right way. And doing it the right way is actually still having the sea folk fucking pummel them with like weaves. What was the difference between doing that now versus
later?
Or 2 books ago?
Mm.
Just having
Yeah, I
some
don't
fucking scared murder the fuck out of this army and then say, hey, you know what, I'm in charge here. Like
There isn't one, you know?
Oh, that's why she's a fucking annoying bitch.
Bent.
I'm not sexist.
Anyway, the winner is getting yourself captured because you think you're invincible. Many people are killed, and the bargain is trying to save her. But I mean, like, a shit ton of people are killed in order to save her.
Yeah.
None of it had to happen.
And
it's barely talked about after the fact.
And
like,
she acts like it wasn't a big deal.
She acts like it's because she's a ruler and like, oh, these things happen. I'm like, it's literally your fault from top to bottom. You got
100%. It's one of the worst things she does.
It is
a character.
Everything else she does is annoying. This is outrageous.
Christian Rapper says Elaine seemed so out of character in book 11. She didn't care about her friends' lives at all. Just walking into the hands of the Black Asha and getting her friends killed was just horrible.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was entirely. I thought it was in character.
I thought it was in character too. So to me, this is just culmination of all the asshole things Elaine's done.
I'm with Christian Rapper here. I'm with Christian Rapper. I think that's
it's out of character.
She does one of the few things that even this part of the series that is admirable about her is she does care about her friends. Like she does care about Brigitte, Min, that kind of thing.
Not enough to take their advice when doing something stupid and dangerous.
That's why she's legitimately she's written as a good character though, because women are headstrong and stupid. Jesus Christ, you're such a sexist dick, Joe.
Oh goodness gracious! I just put it in the show.
I thought Joe was ending the show.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
I'll dare you insult me.
Yeah,
these things happen.
These things do not happen.
I need to reread this book again, only if you want to be pissed off at Elaine, because it's horrible.
No, this is one of the.
This book is so good. Elaine not doing a very good job. She'll probably lose Camelot before the war if it starts. It's almost like you've read the series.
No.
I
will say this.
Thank you, DK Man.
Knife of Dreams, which we will hold up here and do this smile with, is one of the best Wheel of Time books.
It's up there. Yeah.
Easily top 12. And it's underappreciated because it's like late stage and you're kind of
easily top 12.
Well, we took out 10 and we took out 12.
The show was almost over. Thanks, Jono.
You're welcome, Dana Lou. Hey, and
a very dashing parent on the cover. By the way, we had talked about like 2 books ago, maybe. Jono was like, "We should have been ripping these covers a new asshole every time we did this awards," and I was like, "Yeah, but it's kind of too late now." But that cover, I mean, he looks like he's 45. He's portly. he's wearing Rand's shirt from the cover of book 6. Like, I don't know what's happening with Parent on the cover of this book. Jono, can you hold that book cover up again?
I can indeed, and I'm double checking. I'm in the middle of some important work here.
Look at that! What is that?
God Almighty!
He looks like a fat old man.
Who is buying?
He's supposed to be like 21.
Who saw that artwork and they were like, "That's gonna sell some fucking copies."
Oh, this old fat man with a beard on the cover.
Jesus.
Well, really intriguing. What it looks like he's planning something with multiple other boring people around him.
I truly forgot how bad that cover was. It's atrocious.
Parent let himself go after losing Parent? I assume he means Faye.
No, Parent let himself go after eating Parent.
No, I think Christian Rapper's right. Christian Rapper's right because I feel like Parent ceased being the character that he should have been, and he lost himself. And
Elaine wasn't so callous with people's lives before. She's become increasingly unhinged ever since she had Min's viewing that she was basically invincible, or that her children were going to be born safe. She started going fucking crazy.
It's actually
it had been growing. I don't think it was like this book she went crazy. I think it had been growing to that. Yeah.
It actually is insane that she gets that viewing and thinks like I'm okay and doesn't consider other people. That is out of character.
Yeah.
At this point, I might actually be ghostwriting Christian Rapper's points because everything he's saying, I'm like, it makes sense to me.
Honestly, Jono, if you were gonna make a burner account to comment on the show, Christian Rapper would be a great.
Christian Rapper is.
I would never suspect you.
As I remember, Egwene was at her best in this book. This and next, but yes, like 11 and 12 is like peak Elaine or Egwene. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next category? We've been on this for a minute.
The next category. Where are we? Oh, it's the most Magneto. The best villain of the book.
Best villain of the book.
Mm-hmm. Also, by the way, my answer still was almost gets gets captured and almost gets everybody killed as well.
Elaine is. Oh, I think you're putting her in
Just so you know,
Magneto.
that was my answer.
Her in most Magneto category.
Elaine.
At this point. Yeah.
Most Magneto. Thomas?
All right, nominee Tame.
Okay.
He's scary. He's scary.
He's
in
pretty
this book.
Magneto in this book. You
It's
start to
not
see more
He's scary. You know?
Evidence.
clear evidence that he's,
Yeah.
fucking with everybody and about to screw everyone over. And then even Logain is like, Rand, I think he's a dark friend. He's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He seems fine. Just let it go for a little bit longer.
I find the epilogue to be one of the most like chill-inducing in a very negative way things that happens in the series. Like remember the old saying, "Let the Lord of Chaos rule," which is the perfect callback to what happened in book 6, and like everyone laughing. All these men.
It's not until the Sanderson books that we know for sure Taim is like meeting with them, right? Like we still don't know for sure right now, right? Like he hasn't met with the Forsaken in the Town of Ranriad, right?
I think that's technically correct, but there are so many obvious.
There's so many obvious clues, but
yeah,
theoretically, it hasn't been like on screen that he's like.
We're
hanging
left
out
believing it's Damondred for quite a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're not supposed to realize
Taim is basically Magneto. That's pretty true. I mean, I agree with that. He's got his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. I mean, he's got that sweet uniform that he wears all the time for no reason.
So is
he
Rand
walks around in a purple
Xavier?
cape?
Is Rand Xavier?
No, Luce Theron's Xavier. Rand's Cyclops. Come on,
Oh.
they're just the same person.
Oh, well, then Moradin would be Magneto. Anyway, Moradin's our next nominee.
Yeah.
Oh, Moradin. Okay. He is. There's a Forsaken meeting. I mean, but really, all that comes of it is him saying like, "Leave Rand to me and go murder Perrin and Matt." Like, find Perrin and Matt and murder them.
He just becomes so much less villainous for me, like in the later books. Than
because
he's
just kind of cross streams with Rand and he's becoming good.
Waiting. He's like, well, I know the end's coming. I'm just going to chill out until it gets here.
Yeah, just what, kill these guys, and I'll commit ritualistic suicide.
Taim must just listen to emo music, and Rand thinks he's misunderstood. Thank you, Wyatt, man. Yeah.
Galena.
I don't know. Moradin, I can see why he's just a nominee.
Galena's
he's high up there, but Galena.
Galena,
yeah.
She's entirely hateful just because you think she actually could make some moves to get everybody freed and free fail.
Yeah, she could choose to like save herself by hitching a ride with the good guys for 5 whole minutes, and she doesn't do it.
It is very frustrating to read her
point of view.
Being a wrench in the works when she could. Oh man, it drives me nuts.
But it's hilarious. Like, this is her comeuppance, which is how much you pay for semen. In that, because she chose to be, because she chose to be this much of a bitch to everyone, as she could have, as a Black Ajah, done everything, lied about everything, and probably still gotten out without a problem. But she didn't want to go that far. And there, she lost it. So fuck her.
She lost it.
Yeah. And
I don't know if she ever had to begin with.
Literally the rest of her life being like sexually dominated by a Thoreva.
Except for Moradin's control and torture of his fellow female Forsaken.
I'm saying that's just
that's more evil,
games.
right?
That's not.
I think that's
evil
I think she's saying how evil he is and how dominant. Because to me, Moradin's evilness isn't just what you see on screen. It's he's pulling these strings, right? The people that he's got underneath him are doing evil shit.
I get. You know what? It's almost because Moradin.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Sorry.
He's doing it. He knows where it's going. He's just like, all right, here we go. Next thing, whatever. Like, I don't know. He is very serene once he comes back, and he's just like, all right. He's just kind of waiting for the last book. He's not excited about the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Or is he? Because he can finally die.
Yeah, who wouldn't be excited then? We'll have to gauge his.
That's probably why he's like, "Don't fuck with Rand. Like, just leave him alone, and I'll handle him."
I really kind of
hopefully
forget
he gets to the
because-
last battle and kills me.
So is he right about that? Is this the end? Like he's like a philosophy major.
Yeah.
Is this the last one?
No,
Elon
he's-
Tedranai?
He's a sophomore
Is he-
philosophy man. Maybe.
Is he dead and Rand tottered off as basically the author and can move in between pages and has magic powers and like it's just over?
We don't know
Kind
that.
Or will the wheel continue to spin? Or is that the end?
I assume the wheel continues to spin. Like there's no.
I think
reason-
so.
We have
I
no
think it's over.
knowledge of any reason of why it would be different, right? The Dark One still exists. Creator still exists. And, that
Characters just waiting for the last book is funny. It is. It's a funny concept. I'm just gonna wait for the last book.
I mean,
Sam Warden is just waiting to get off from work.
Yeah, he's just
Basically, he's
already
doing-
off of,
he's
he's already off of
he's-
work.
he's
at the bar
soft.
having
He's
with,
soft quitting.
he's waiting for closing.
he's doing the bare minimum. He's checking in with his managers. What are you guys doing? Oh, don't kill Rand. Just go kill a parent or something.
He's not checking in with his managers. He is the manager.
no. He's checking in with the managers underneath him. He's a director.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
He's a
what
director.
can we do next? He's like, I don't know. Kill somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. What are Matt and Perrin doing? Leave Rand alone. Leave
what's
Rand alone. I can't stress it enough. So is Rand worse than Elaine? I'm going to build this school of channelers that could possibly go mad and not check on them. What could possibly go wrong?
So that's depression.
Hey, if you're
Denial.
the manager of the world, you don't
Mhm.
have time to check in with all your other
Yeah.
underlings.
Yeah. You've
You don't
got
trust-
a possible dark friend in charge. It's fine.
Once in a while, you have to trust your assistant to handle things.
I think Christian Rapper. I'm getting tired. Christian Rapper, I'm tired of you, man. You've got so many valid points.
Stop reading Jono's brain.
Yeah, I think that there's
Jono, stop typing comments in as Christian Rapper.
huge huge relevant points here, but I don't think that he's to blame. It's much more he's in denial and he's afraid of like, what if what I've wrought has been terrible? Like he's so afraid of like fucking up. Sometimes.
He's also aware on some level that it's a horrifying trap for him
Yeah,
and avoids it on purpose. So, I mean, like,
it's my marriage.
in a way, he's like doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing, sort of.
Yeah,
There was a couple more comments here. Oh, it's Wednesday night and Moradin is coasting to Friday. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I mean, look, you're 60% of the way there. Why not?
I mean,
Take a day off. No,
Yeah.
Tom's back, by the way. Oriental setting.
I know, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I can't do everything all at once.
I'd already pulled up my weather headache three-pronged plan.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
we
it's
haven't
three-pronged
even-
plan time.
We're
Oh, no, we're
three-pronged.
not there. Wait, aren't we? Yeah, we did
I don't
three.
think
Tom.
so. Oh,
be-
okay.
I'll be honest.
We haven't announced the winner yet.
Oh, yeah, we're not there yet. All right, so who's the most Magneto of this book, Tom?
It's Summerage.
Yes, my only
She-
contender.
She destroys a continent.
I mean, she kills all the royals, including Tuan. She thinks, but pretty awesome. She's like, oh, you guys want chaos? I can do that, and just decimates an entire continent. That's pretty insane.
Hey,
My
Joe,
favorite Forsaken by a mile.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
we
Kill
both
every-
had it, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good job, Tom.
Solid win for Semirage on this one. Semirage, how do you say her name?
Semirage, yeah.
Semirage.
Yeah.
Semirage.
She's evil as fuck. Like everything she does.
She's great. She
Yeah.
is so evil. She might win next book because of things that happen. You know what I mean?
I don't.
We'll
Not
talk about it
enough-
next week.
You know, we should do a whole show about people that did not get enough screen time, and she should be.
Yeah. She's number
Holy
one.
shit, why not?
I don't know if
We've
she's
got,
number one, but she's up there.
We only have like 6 years of content to finish before like the show's done.
Number one is Elsa Penfield, obviously.
And number 2 is
Semirag is my favorite Forsaken. Iris Bear says.
Same. So
number 2 is also Grinwell.
Might be. I am
Oh,
a
yeah.
big fan of Olmog, though, even when she's forced to be a good guy for a little while.
Every Forsaken, like that's the thing is like when I see the Forsaken icon in the books when I'm reading it, I'm just like, oh, it's time to fucking, time to tune in because they're every time is a fascinating chapter. You either get some shit about legends or actually like a macro plot.
Just like something that just rolls off their mouth, off their tongues, and like in conversation is just like, what did they just say? Oh my god! Like it's crazy. Yeah. Like there's always something awesome in those chapters.
Yeah, I fully agree. If I could have one wish,
man, if only Nynaeve Dale fired her and Rand. He does get his hand back. It's just Morden's.
That would have been fascinating. Like, what an interesting. Like, what would Rand have done if Nynaeve had just big thick white rope through her, and all of a sudden his hands back. just toss the thick white rope.
I think that's it. That's it. I think he would just be like, "Oh, my hand's back."
Yeah, that's it.
Semi-Hraj. It says
semi-rage.
Semi-Hraj.
Yeah.
Okay. That's basically how I say it. Semi-Rage. Semi-Rage. Yeah, that's how I say it.
I call her because she's.
You say rage. I say Raj.
Yeah, I think I say Semi-Raj. I think I say Raj.
Semi-Rage is like
Semi-Rage.
Like a half angry boner that you almost.
Listen, we all know it's Nynaeve, so I mean, our pronunciations are always better.
That's yeah.
Why is Tom muting his laughter? It's so weird.
There were dogs barking in the background.
Oh. All right, Tom, it's time for the Dark One's 3-prong plan. It's weather. The other one of his prongs is weather. I mean, we're kind of on the downspin of a weather one, Jono. I don't know what you have to bring to the table here.
So I think we mentioned it the other day. Last
week, you mean?
Yeah, that's the other day. Which is, unfortunately, all the best laid plans from the Dark One have been foiled by this new bullshit weave the Seafolk have learned in the last 3,000 years, and then combined with the Bowl of the Winds. But so all the snow, everything's coming back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, my favorite, I guess, weather scene in this is how fucking that mansion, which we've already talked about a bit, in Tyr, when Rand and his friends, when Rand and company kill the Myrddraal.
Yeah.
If you remember, one of the things that's going on is to me, assuming I still remember correctly because I'm half drunk and didn't read the scene directly. There's just storm clouds everywhere. The snow is stopped, but the storm clouds are just ominous as fuck. It's just dark on the horizon. And then, of course, in the middle of that comes this giant army, which is bizarrely easily dealt with. But that to me is kind of even though the weather has been fixed, it's still coming up.
There's still repercussions from it being fucked up.
Yeah.
If they had waited any longer to fix it, basically, they would have been pretty fucked,
It would have been very interesting. I still find the entire economy of the Wheel of Time to be very confusing here because you couldn't grow shit for months beyond when you'd expected. And so therefore, unless you're just subsisting off, I guess, meat protein and root vegetables that are just old, that's all you got.
Yeah, I mean, the food spoilage in this book and last is...
Oh, and the next one, too.
Is more like the Dark One directly touching the world at that point, and less to do with weather, but it is sort of like a remnant of the weather being fucked up kind of thing.
Let's just call that part of it because that's going to help me a lot for the next book.
No, because you'll get a free ticket out of here. Yeah. Come up with some weather next book.
It's not easy.
I didn't say it was easy. Yeah. I didn't say it was easy. What a great parody idea. Not 100% sure.
What was the parody idea? Because I'm all in.
Yeah, maybe clarify that, Iris Bear.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we said something. Maybe they said something in chat. You say Raj, I say Rage. Let's call the whole thing off.
Roger Rage.
I always thought of hemorrhage. Oh, yeah. See, that's how I think that's how I say it. Rudge, like hemorrhage.
It makes sense.
Like hemorrhage. Yeah.
Like my dick is hemorrhaging because blood coming out. It's not good. right? Like this was the wrong woman. She had.
They needed some Frigidaires. Yeah, they did.
Tommy Bear.
Oh, Tom's back.
His dogs are still popping off.
Yeah,
Like-
I can hear it.
Like sexually.
The weather in the book 12 is literally in the first chapter. I was going to say that, but spoilers for next week. Kirsten Rapper.
Mhm.
We'll do the next category.
Christian Rapper said, I came in late. Did they talk about the guy disappearing into the ground? I don't remember that.
Well, no, we didn't.
We did it.
What
because
category
I
would
don't-
that be in?
So I remember this is. I think Christian's talking about.
There's a lot of bubble of evil in this. There's the Hogwarts hallways in Camelin.
Yeah,
I can't think of. I know there's another one.
we've
I
had
can't think of it.
Sohaber.
Oh, there's like a ghost town that
Yes,
Matt
Stonehaven.
avoids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Matt also avoids some shit. Like things are going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
You know what we should probably do? We should do a reread podcast of this because I like to get drunk and yell about the Wheel of Time.
We will at some point. We need to do book 4.
Yeah, 4. I think you're right.
Before
I forgot
next season.
I forgot we
next
have
season
our
comes out.
reread on the back burner.
Yeah, it's still there. The reread, Tom. Yeah.
It should always be.
Well,
on
we're
the back.
trying to kind of keep pace with the show, so we're trying not to go too fast. That's why we're injecting all these random, insane episodes.
Oh, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and move along. That show's not coming back.
Oh, is it over?
I mean, you'll do a third season, but that's the end of it. What's next?
The next category, everybody, is Artax Dies Award. It's the saddest moment of the whole book. You know, you watch your horse sink into the mud. Saddest moment, you know?
Let's start with the Amayar committing ritualistic suicide. I didn't
Mass
care.
suicide. I have it on my
Jonathan
list, but it's
there.
not the winner.
I
Yeah,
love.
there.
I remember there was a quote from Robert Jordan talking about the fact like there's some heavy repercussion of something that happened previously.
Yeah, and you're like waiting to see it, and it's kind of like talked about off screen, and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah, and like apparently Robert Jordan actually came out and was just kind of like, if you guys didn't realize it was the suicide of an entire culture, there's something wrong with society, and that made me
Well,
both
there
like,
is.
oh, you're right, and also like, but no one cared about them.
Well, I mean, we didn't sit. You know,
Yeah,
I might have cared about the suicide of an entire society if I had seen it literally happening on screen, kind of like more in detail, like a little bit. You know,
the closest we get is just some random MIR seeing a glowing statue and going like, well, I gotta go talk to my elders, and that's it. As opposed to like, I gotta go talk to my elders and then Jonestown the fuck out of myself. Like that would have been like, but
Did they all have that ready, like at all times in the back
Yeah,
pocket?
you wouldn't. You've only had 3,000 years, always ready for suicide.
That's actually a good idea, though. Like
Yeah.
right before the last battle, like fuck this.
just get ready when this thing melts.
Do
We
you,
don't want to be around anymore.
I forgot.
We don't know which
Do you
way it's going to
remember-
go, and I don't want to be part of it.
I
Yeah,
remember in book 12, I can't believe I forgot about this. I forget which of the sea folk captains it is, or it may have been like one of the like one of the people who like weave, like who can use the power.
Yeah.
They show up there. They're looking for the Amayar. They go like, maybe they committed suicide.
just looking down. There's a clear rope to the mainland.
Over the years, needs to have a personal connection to an entire society of people before he cares
Yeah.
about them all.
Who
committing
doesn't?
suicide.
Who doesn't? They all committed Harry Carey. Yeah. I mean, I kind of. That's sort of what I was saying. I kind of agree. Like you
Yeah,
got
I
like
don't
a
agree.
little bit more. Like even if it was like
Hey.
mildly superficial, like you haven't really spent a ton of time with the sea folk. Like
There's
if they all
nothing
committed
wrong with-
suicide, I'd be like, oh my god, because there's enough of them on screen that I'd be like, I can't
But it's
believe
not
that just happened. That's
sea folk.
insane.
It's not the sea folk. It's the island.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was using that as a for instance. Like that's a society that's been on screen a lot, but not
Yeah.
too much. And if that had happened to them, I'd be like, oh my god, that's mind blowing. But like,
Let's
Oh,
go
I would-
back to
I would've
that
been glad.
immaculate Home Alone joke though that I laid out.
oh no,
That,
it's
I
great.
felt
I
pretty
was
good.
there. We were there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we all got it, Jono.
Did
We
you?
all got the joke.
Next nominee is Rand, promising Luce Theron they'll die in the last battle.
So fucking sad. How are you not saddened by that? Because
I didn't believe it. I felt like it was just something he told his crazy brain so he could get control of his body back.
Do you think it's a crazy brain, or do you think it's an actual other personality inside his head?
I've always thought it's really Luce Theron.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
sure.
I know that there's like people who have like
Well, you just phrased that made it sound like you didn't think that. So I was
Yeah. I'm with
Logan had the funniest response. That sucks for you guys, but we still need those boats. I gotta talk to that goat.
Yeah. Also, take up the boats.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I can see how the Rand thing is sad, but it's not my winner.
All right. No hand Rand.
I
Hand blown
think
off.
that's one of the most like. It's just a single fucking fireball, really, that's coming his way.
Well, it's because he's wrestling with Luce Theron, right? And he can't like channel fast enough.
It is wrestling with Luce Theron, but he lets it just happen because Men's behind him, and like he just stops.
He's like, all I can do is stand in front of this.
And like I think it's amazing. Like it's such a like this is love and also this is tragedy all in one. And also,
It always me.
Yeah.
I hate when they have to cripple the hero to like there's a reason for that.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on every Brandon Sanderson book? I'm sorry, never mind.
Let's not get started there.
Brandon.
Let's not open
I
that
love
door. Let's not open that
Brandon's
door. I wrote Roland Died.
Say Brandon Sanderson or Formula book.
Brandon Formula Durson.
Brendan Formulaic Durson.
Yeah.
Sander Formulaic Durson.
Yeah. But we're looking forward to the next one.
Not a fan. The winner is. What do you think the winner is?
I think Elaine being rescued is the winner.
No, the winner is Jono is the winner. Jono, what's the winner?
This is the last Robert Jordan book.
Oh yeah, that's the winner. Yeah,
This
that's
is
a clear winner.
like this is probably like the saddest goddamn thing.
I'm sad right
It's
now.
the saddest thing about this book, 100%.
I'm sad right now.
I still
Oh,
I
I'm
still
sad
remember
too.
finding the news out and calling Joe and just being like he fucking died, dude. Like I still remember where I was, and it was exceedingly depressing. Like
This is going to be a weirdly heartfelt moment from us.
It was a half joke among like a lot of people just because the books took so long. Like before he ever got sick, we were just like, man, what if he dies before he finishes these? It's gonna take.
I mean, yeah.
before
and
he
it was,
ever
but
got
it was a joke because we didn't know he was sick when we would make those jokes. But like when then he got sick, and you're like, oh my god, what if he dies before he finishes these books?
It was
Jono is right. It hurts me to say it.
fair enough. I appreciate it.
Evening all. Did I miss anything good? I mean, the whole show, No Man Garden.
So no.
What are you talking about?
But right now we're talking about how sad it is that this is Robin Jordan's last book, and it's the saddest. And it just won the Artex Dies Award for the saddest moment of the book.
Congrats. I'm sure. I like to think that Robert Jordan is just sitting down there, just like, oh, I won. Just really excited about the Artex Dies Award for his own books.
Jono, weird memory. I remember us sitting. So the restaurant we both worked at had like bench seats outside in front of the windows.
Yeah.
I remember me and Jono literally just sitting on the benches going like, oh shit. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Like kind of like we like didn't we were just sitting there staring off into the distance, like facing out into a parking lot, like just going like, I guess I'm gonna contemplate life now. I'm very upset and sad. I don't really know how to deal with these emotions.
Fucking
And
sucks.
we didn't quite have the avenues for news that we have now.
No, yeah. It was
It's a little
like,
bit to get
yeah.
out.
He
get
had a
around.
blog that was like fairly interesting, actually. Like Jordan.
Yeah, and you were reading a lot of that at the end. Yeah.
like,
Or well, the whole time.
It's
But
something I just checked before going to bed after jerking off. One
Of course.
We should have saved this award for last.
Well, he
I
did.
didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
But like it was like such a
No,
fucking,
we need to end the show on an up note, Tom.
yeah.
That's true.
But like, it was such a sad thing to fucking like. He was always like, "I'm going to conquer this, and I want to write these books, and then this book."
I
and then
know.
this
Yeah,
book."
I was always so hopeful. Like when he was,
Yeah, why
like I
would
was
you be?
like the thing. I know, of course, you want to be, but like, I mean, like I remember him getting admitted to the Mayo Clinic, and that was like a big deal because it was like they were breaking ground on on that, kind of thing, and you're just like, oh, there's hope, kind of thing. Like, he's got the best doctors, everything's gonna be fine, I don't know.
Yeah. Spoiler, by the way.
Yeah.
Things were not fun.
Dana Lou said, my daughters remember me finding out about RJ's death. I assume that means you were crying or something. We should have. These are sad memories.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
get to the
weird.
next-
Steve gave you the card from his funeral.
Yeah.
And then you passed it on to me. And
No, Alan gave us that.
Yeah, Alan gave it to you.
Yeah.
It's in the drawer, just where my keys and my debit card and my license are. So every morning I open it and it's right there in my face, and I'm just like, hey, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have mine up here. Let me see. At any rate, Alan gave Tom, Jono, and I a book plate, like an autograph signing of like a book plate from Robert Jordan. That wasn't it's the signatures that aren't attached to a book if you don't know what a book plate is. But he gave us one of those, but then he also gave us this little it's just a little card that says Robert Jordan. It's quotes and it's nothing it's innocuous if you look at it. It doesn't mean much. But then when he was like, "Oh, this is one of the cards from the funeral," and we're like, "Oh my god, okay," kind of thing. Yeah. We're like, "This is insane," But
well,
yeah,
so
that was an astounding thing to
I have
be
those
given.
from our grandparents' funeral.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only ones I have are from our
and Robert Jordan.
Yeah, I have Robert Jordan's.
I believe.
Yeah, I have Robert Jordan's and my parents, or my father and my grandparents. Kind of thing.
I believe mine's from that, which is a picture of his.
Oh yeah,
I think that's his boyhood home that Alan gave me.
Oh, that's cool. Alan's an awesome man. I'm by the way, I mean, we're not trying to be egotistical assholes or anything, but we've known Team Jordan for a very long time at this point. And every once in a while, they're like, "Hey, we like you guys, even though you're assholes. Here's something cool and special." So
here's a recommendation.
It's little trinkets that we have from Robert Jordan, or that kind of thing. Or it's just kind of fun that we have little pieces, of his life.
We're gonna wait. We're not gonna wait to reveal our favorite trinkets that we have. Episode 500, 1000.
Favorite trinket. I mean, we're coming up on 400. Maybe we do a special 400.
400 real hard. But I was gonna say, actually, if for those interested, come to Jordan Con, because I know Maria will be there. I don't think Alan's going to.
I don't think Alan is, but and Harriet doesn't come down anymore. But Maria's still
you can talk to a fucking editor of the Wheel.
A really awesome time to discuss stuff with the books.
Nicest lady.
She's also a walk-on. If you guys get to walk on.
All right, what's the next category?
Yeah, sorry. All right. Enough of that. Oh, Dana Lou said, "I wish I could meet Alan. Alan's a joy, and you would love him."
Alan's okay.
We'll just give you a phone call.
How dare you,
Dana Lou? Of all people. You know more than Alan probably does, because he's tried his best to forget a lot.
That's true. He does. Every once in a while, we'll ask Alan something, and he'll just be like, "Listen, I turned my brain off. I'm done." We're like, "Good, enjoy retirement." We're still obsessed.
Yeah.
All right. The next category is biggest catfish of the book, gentlemen. This is one of my favorites.
There are some fucking,
and there's always so many.
So my biggest takeaway for biggest catfish is that Jono gave 3 nominees, and they weren't even close to the biggest ones.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Sky Squirrel.
All right. So Jono nominated Halima ending her time as Halima, or in disguise. Number 2, Aram.
How's
He's
that a
never
catfish?
been nominated, but technically, Aram is one of the biggest catfishes, right? Like he has been there for Perrin for so many books. We don't know when he became evil.
All right, and then and he also wrote the.
You do you see it happening? He turns more and more crazy, and then finally betrays him.
Jono also put Creed thinks Tom Maryland is in charge as the biggest catfish. I don't even understand the comment.
What?
So, Jono, here's the 2 biggest catfish. Here's the one, and then we'll give you the winner. Number 2 is Tame.
Time, obviously.
And the winner is...
It's becoming more and more clear that he's evil.
The winner is quite obviously...
People.
The winner is quite obviously Simmerage.
Obviously. Come on. The clear-cut winner. She pretends to be the daughter of the Nine Moons and blows Rand's hand off. Or
I not
someone's
have that?
next to her.
No.
Oh, what a dumb penis. What a fucking idiot. Yes, obviously.
So Mord and Catfishing Massima is not. So Christian Rapper, you brought that up earlier, and that is a fantastic nomination. And we did not think of that. So good on you. You beat us at our own game.
I mean, also,
I still feel like Simmerage would win.
The winner to me personally is Bells of Pinville, but that's that.
DK Moon said Novice Egwene in White. I mean, yeah, kind of.
Oh,
I will say when we
Because
started the awards,
she's definitely not pretending to be a novice. She's like, oh no, I'm the Merlin.
when we started the awards, I don't think Jono understood any category whatsoever.
That's
As
true.
he's gone along, he's become a master of nearly all of them, but he still hasn't grasped catfish yet.
Catfish is still confusing.
You're getting very close.
He's still like, this is a catfish, right? And we're like, no.
From the beginning, I understood greatest rapist.
Do you even remember how long it took you to figure out this is it?
This is it. Don't get scared now. To confuse you for until book 7.
Still does. Also, by the way, don't forget,
Still
rapist is
does.
not a category. Greatest rapist. You guys didn't say anything.
Oh no, I heard you. I was moving on. Oh, that's not revealed until next book. That he's talking about Novice Egwene in White. Yeah, that's true. Like she really just becomes a Merlin while wearing Novice White in the next book.
I mean, they all know.
Or were you talking about this one? More than Catfishing Massimo. Because I feel like that is that.
Right, I'm gonna have to insist we start spelling Massimo with one S.
No, it's like mass. Like he's very zealot-like. Wildman Wild said no, the Morden Massimo one. So yeah, that's what he's referring to. So yeah, I don't know if that's next book or this book. It might be next book. So maybe he'll win.
Simmerage wins.
No, next book. Maybe maybe Morden will win next book for catfishing.
Morden's never gonna win.
He's just waiting for last book, guys.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, once Morden becomes Morden, he does what I do as a manager. When people come to me with a problem, I'm saying, "What would you do if I wasn't here?" And then they, and then I say, "Well, then just do that."
That's what I do to my wife.
101.
All right, boys. Well, I love that winner. I mean, Simmerage,
wildly wrong.
Simmerag. Yeah, she definitely takes that one. I mean,
no, we're doing Rage.
Yeah. So Rage.
Right.
Why does Watt not get more credit? It's not talked about a lot when people come out with best book lists. What?
Ron Trumbull.
Ron, where are you coming from with this?
The best question.
Ron, I'll need to see these book lists you speak of.
You know what? Honestly, I would say probably because of its length, people are intimidated by that. I get that. I hear that a lot. Like that's the biggest response I could say. Like most people, when they look at this series, they're like, "Oh my god, 14 books and they're that big."
I think it's to me, it's two things. It's one, it became the epitome of epic fantasy in such a way that it was like you couldn't escape the Wheel of Time if someone told you. And then second one is I half forgot. Give me 1 second. Oh, because when people were starting to make that recommendation, book 10 had just come out when it became like, and everyone's like, well, that's a slog. And then after book 10 was a prequel.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, still fucking amazing. But I think that those two facts, yes. And the third fact that Dana Lou and, obviously Joe mentioned is
that's a clear answer to me, but also the slog, as you were just saying, Jono, that's a clear answer as well. Like a lot of rereaders of the book, even like that just and I've talked, I mean, Tom said this and I've said this on the podcast many times, but like we don't really consider the slog a slog, maybe in general, but just like especially upon a reread, because you can just tear through it and get to the next. So it doesn't seem as slow or bad anymore, but like waiting 3 years for that, that was a slog. But like now that I reread it, I go, this is genuine interesting stuff. But
the first book is also heavily based on Lord of the Rings and people that love.
And I think that's a challenge the show had. Like, how do we do this and not repeat? Yeah, and
Like,
how do we not repeat
well,
Lord of the Rings?
get past that.
Yeah.
But I think that like it's so interesting because like those first book, like the first book especially, like George is not the first person to have been told, make it, or like I don't know if he was told to do so, but he intentionally did so. Make it Lord of the Rings, then move along. Like Terry Brooks, who did the Sword Charges, he was literally told like after he submitted his first draft, nice, but make it more like Tolkien, and then go from there. Like that was the 70s or 80s, but still like 10, 15 years later, is like such a shadow and such a like, well, fuck it. On the other hand, you know why it is good? Every fucking thing.
You just put up Morden never winning. It's the whole character motivation, and I just imagined Morden was at the casino and lost everything. And just sitting at the bar drinking, waiting for closing time.
Yeah, he's just waiting for the last book. When is this book series over? Oh, 3 more? I can wait it out.
Next category.
All right, next category. What was that? Biggest catfish? What are we on? The MVC, the most valuable character of the book. We changed it to character because they're not playing. But before we start, that's the poll of the episode. I put who is Knife of Dreams MVC most valuable character. It was between Matt, Rand, Egwene, and Taim, and 0 votes for Taim, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Not a one.
I still think the end of this book is one of the creepiest things I've read.
Nope.
I want to know what else you've read, like if other than like maybe like my personal diary.
Tame didn't win. Save that.
No, I said,
Tame didn't win. Rand came in third, 15%. Egwene, solid 30%.
yeah.
She's pretty. I think she's more of an MVC for next book, but we'll wait to discuss that.
But it's all the work is laid down here, though. Like this is the book. That,
all the work, but it pays off next book. Like kind of. So you're like, oh, it's the setup for when she's the most valuable character. That doesn't count.
Yeah, it does. That's what makes it valuable. That makes you think it was expensive later on.
Matt is the last, the clear winner at 53%.
And Matt is the winner.
Oh.
He wins the tWoTtie.
Yeah, so I mean, and we kind of chatted briefly about this before the show started because we were talking about the poll, and Tom was like, "Well, why Matt?" And me and Jono were like, "Are you kidding?" And like basically marrying Tuan solidifies the Shan-Chan as like a light side battle, like a friend of the light for the last battle. So which was in question very much until this point. Will they be fighting the Shan-Chan and the last battle at the same time? It's a huge piece that puts those things in the right position, I would say, kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Hugely.
And then the other one is like, and it's subtle, but Aludra and him start talking about the dragons and the dragon eggs, and that's the start of the Industrial Revolution. Like that's huge. That's huge.
I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up, Joe. Joe, shut the fuck up.
I'm shutting the fuck up.
A few minutes before we started, and you were like, "Oh, Matt's actually, he started the Industrial Revolution," and I had Matt as my recommendation just because of like, things. And I was like, and obviously, yes, we all know that, but when you said he started the Industrial Revolution, I was like, well,
it's his idea.
Yeah, there's. I know this, but I didn't put that in writing, and then, holy shit. And maybe that's not technically the Industrial Revolution. There are other pieces along with it.
It's not. There's other pieces, but I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Like it's not the invention of gunpowder, but it's the invention of the use of gunpowder in a certain direction. Kind of thing. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. Anyway, I had some. You'll love this one. I put Perrin because he ended the Fael storyline.
I like that a lot because
I also put Nynaeve though, because like Nynaeve, I mean, I know it's not like it doesn't kind of what you were saying about Egwene. It doesn't necessarily pay off here, but her planting land at the end of the world, and
we're gonna get to that
at World's End. That is,
I'll be honest.
But her doing that and then raising the golden crane and like running to and that whole thing, like that was huge to me, and I was just like that's MVC
that piece
nomination at least. But I agree. I think it's Matt. Matt takes the win, I think.
That gives me.
Well,
chills.
so you're saying that might be right. You're on your left.
It gets me chills and a little bit of like I gotta take a third or fourth blink when she starts doing it, and like the way that what it does is it's fucking amazing. Like that, I should have put her in my fucking most valuable character list because like that to me is like indelible. Like the way she just tosses him on the West Coast, pretty much.
What are you doing?
We're talking about Nynaeve.
No, we're moving on.
I don't know why he keeps table that for later.
Category.
She's amazing.
Wait, we haven't even done rape, Tom.
Oh, do
We're
rape.
gonna do the Dark One's three-pronged plan.
All right, well, is it rape?
The Dark One's three-pronged plan. It's rape.
Oh,
All
Look, there's a lot of sexual assault in these books, and surprise, it's usually by someone under the influence.
So when I said do rape, you thought I meant the category.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and do that.
Are you my attorney?
The third prong of the Dark One's plan.
Yeah. Are you my attorney? So, all right. We start off, finally. Sorry, I'm getting over a chest cold. With Volda. I have only been recommending Volda as the worst rapist for a while here. But Volda, again...
I love that we have a best rapist and a worst rapist.
Oh, Dana Lewis said Rand started the Industrial Revolution with his school. Steam engines?
Yeah.
Steam engines, me lord!
Absolutely.
That's true. But I mean, like, maybe it's the warfare aspect of it that I'm talking about with Matt.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily... Oh, yeah, Christian Rapper literally said, nah, Rand started it. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, sorry.
Is Christian Rapper just me sober? No such thing.
Yes.
Yeah, no such
Well,
thing.
everyone's you sober.
Yeah, good for them. You're all perverts. But yeah, so Volda just owns up to the rape in the weirdest, worst way of just kind of like, whatever, right? I'm supposed to be a child of the light, but piece of shit. It's like, God, you're awful.
Not necessarily the Dark One's plan, but maybe it is.
Obviously, we have Doyle and Millar in this book, as we should. Every book should be Doyle and Millar.
I mean, well, it really should, because he's the master.
But every single thing that happens between Sarah and
I thought of Hugh Jackman again.
what's that?
I mean, Hugh Jackman's going to play Doyle and Millar.
The greatest showman.
The greatest showman.
The greatest Rapeman.
All right, so Doyle and Millar, the obvious nominee. Who's the winner, Jono?
It's Thurava, whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
She
Okay.
literally has consigned once she's found out that Galena has had the oath rod up her skirt. She's kind of like, you now have to tell me every single thing you want. At this point, like because she's sworn to her, she can tell her like, you have to tell me every sexual dream. You have to do this, like no matter what I do. Like the amount of weird sexual slavery that can happen is like off the charts and just like even for me,
horrifying.
Hilarious is what I was gonna say, but horrifying works too. Like there's so much on the table. Maybe even literally. Like there's a lot that could go on here.
It's amazing that for the 4th episode in a row, either with headaches, weather, or both, you kind of struggle to find something. But with rape, you're like, hold on, I'm gonna do a 20-minute monologue. There's so much
There's a lot of rape. I mean, Shadow Haran, anybody? Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wildman Wild said, referring to Valda, he is a child of the black light, so Glowstick Aiel might be a dark friend. What?
It's the most offensive thing I've ever heard anybody say in my entire life.
Well, we don't know. You'll have to stay tuned for tWoTcast Season 2 coming soon. I don't know when we're starting that. We'll start it soon. I don't know. We're gonna finish I think we're finishing these awards. We're having too much fun with the awards. All right, you guys ready for the last category?
Yeah, are you ready for?
Oh damn!
It's the On Your Left award. Dana specifically asked me to explain it. Please explain On Your Left. I never remember that one. It's hard to explain. It's the so if you've seen the Avengers, well, I don't have the clip. If you've seen the Avengers Endgame, it's when Captain America is all by himself facing the armies of Thanos, and the good guys come back to life and Sam says, "On your left," and that's a reference to another Captain America movie. But the key is that it's all inspiring.
10 years earlier.
Yeah, it's an awe-inspiring moment. The thing that gave us chills, which was why I was like, Jono, if that gave you chills, stop talking about it.
If it gives you chills or makes you cry, then like that's the
it's the big one. It's the big moment. It's not necessarily a battle. It's not necessarily any of the other categories. It's the big moment.
It's the moment.
Yeah, like Matt blows the horn of Valir on your left award. Endgame spoilers.
No.
Iris Fair, it's been years.
Just ruin Avengers.
They're more recent than this book. Yeah.
All right, on your left, Tom.
All right, there's 3 nominees and 1 winner. We'll do a nominee that I'm not thrilled about. It's just the creation of the Cannon's Dragons. Like, it's a big deal.
Okay.
It's not
awe-inspiring.
That's the point we were talking about earlier. Is like this creates the Industrial Revolution. Again, it doesn't create it. You could say that happened earlier in a school a few books ago. But like this is a giant step forward. Some for good, some for bad.
Never watched an Avengers, so you've been confused every time we've done this over the years.
Also, why
we explain it. We
have a lot to say about that.
Maybe Oliver's ears is blind. That's why
Luce gets that award in the battle, or unfortunately, maybe Tuan marrying Matt. Okay, those are good. Those are good votes. All right,
really?
Go on, Jono.
Really?
Go on, Jono.
Oh, it's not me. It's Joe. It's Tom.
No, you were in the middle of speaking.
Oh, it was that to me is part of like why it's such a seismic change.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next possible one is Tame. Let the Lord of Chaos rule.
That's a pretty awesome moment.
It reveals a lot.
Amazing.
It does reveal a lot without actually placing him in a room with the Forsaken. It kind of reveals everything that we've already suspected for so long. That's a good one.
Like everything that happened with Alviren, or is it Albert? Yeah, but like what's her name?
Alviren?
Yeah, Alviren. Yeah. I am. I'm so. Don't worry about that. And giant degree, right? It's not just like we know he's evil, but now he's like he's quoting the Dark One. He's quoting what happens to with Samael in Book 6. Like what he is doing is the plot of the Dark One, and he's got this entire army of evil motherfuckers laughing their dicks off. Like if I were one of these women, I'd be like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like this is like that's a rapey vibe in its own. Like there is like it never happened, nothing said about it, but this amount of evil guys, fuck off, I'm out.
Okay.
All right. Next nominee is We Learn That Miranda's Live.
Ooh. Did you already kind of know?
Yes, but the way
you always knew. You
always knew, but you didn't know.
But the way
it's pretty awesome. That moment's pretty awesome.
Everything about like you learn that Noel is actually Jane Farstrider, like a character who's been in book 1 from literally in book 1. Like everything about it is kind of like this really cool piece of just interesting history shit.
All right. I wrote traveling to defend Camelin is pretty awesome, even though I hate Elaine and that whole thing. That's a pretty cool thing.
You have another nominee?
No, that was just one.
Traveling to defend Camelin.
I like
Here's
that.
the winner. All right, the winner, and the winner for the entire series is Will He Ride Alone?
Yes, bitch.
It's not just the winner of this book. Winner of all the books.
The Golden Crane is so overrated.
You're out.
All right, so Christian Rapper is definitively not me. Because
clearly,
Yeah, that is.
Oh, I mean, Noman Garnet. I was like, no, will he write? Yeah, see, yeah. I mean, like, it's so good, dude. Come on, Christian rapper.
How do you
Nothing
not-
else.
Like,
I love the just the scene where she drops him off and he's like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And she's like, see you later. And then but then you're like, what the fuck was that? And then she's like, and then what she continues to do, you're like, holy shit, this is so awesome. I mean, like, she makes him promise not to go into the Blight unless it's through Tarwin's Gap. Like, she has a whole plan, you know. Like, and
I have chills right
you're not
now.
thinking about it, but like when it plays out, it's so fucking good. And I love Nynaeve.
yeah.
Right
Tom,
now, I got chills while we were talking about it.
Yeah,
I got chills reading it. It still happens to this fucking day. Tom's exactly right. Like, it's
Will He Ride Alone is literally on your list.
yeah.
Isn't it book 13 we learn that Noel's? I think it's later, Jono. I think we just get like hints that he's like he's reading Jane Farstride to Oliver.
Are we talking about
stuff,
something else now?
Yeah, that's a sidebar. Better. Yeah, that's what we're talking
My
about.
bad
The
about
scene
the
brings
Noel.
a tear to my eye. Yeah, I mean, it does, man. It's pretty awesome.
It's fucking.
I reread it. I want to say I reread it last year and I cried. Like I always.
I reread the goddamn summary and I was like,
I mean, so again, like, and I put her. That's when that conversation came up because I put her up for NBC just for that. I was just like, I mean, come on, that was amazing. But Dana writes, hearing Michael Kramer and Kate Redding read the "Will He Ride Alone" section is so amazing. They read it at WotCon. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Kate Redding and Michael Kramer go to WotCon a lot, so they do some fun stuff there.
they only go once
I've
a
never
year.
seen it.
It's not that often. It's just once a year.
They go. Not a dry eye in the house. Yeah, I agree, man. I don't know that takes it for me easily.
I think
You know,
if you're
clear-cut
super
winner.
into the books, you're super into Nynaeve and Landon. Definitely into Landon. Like, I think it'll get you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
I'm
like,
now thinking about like a weird.
I don't really care for them.
Called
Like, weird.
Dry Eyes to Die. And there are a bunch of women who don't put out or something like that.
As Joe tells you every time you text us these, that's an idea, not a costume.
Yeah, that's an idea, not a costume.
There's like 8,000 fucking amazing, in my mind, amazing costumes for Halloween, Dragon Con that are all Dry Eyes to Die. I don't know what that looks like. Yeah, Ron Turnbull is not wrong. But like, what would you? Like, oh shit! So imagine going to like Jordan Con, right? And it's just someone with like some dry ice with like the fog coming out of like her skirts. It's the Dry Eyes to Die.
Dry as an eye. Okay, that takes a cake.
Yeah. It's gonna be dry.
Kate Redding can party. Oh,
Yeah.
with all caps. She's dark.
Oh,
she's dark
yeah.
one talking to us.
I hope Sky Squirrel is actually just Kate Redding.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Probably.
I love that on first, but on rereads, the Golden Crane scene is puzzling to me. Rand had the best response in book 12. That's what he gets for going without us.
Well, hold on.
Jesus Christ.
Book 12 ran.
Come on.
Can you sure you can trust that narrative?
Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, Nynaeve. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. I like that one.
Well, do we have any 50 jokes? Or we done more about my Dry Eyes to Die joke? Or no?
I'm sure that's why Nynaeve sucked in Crown of Swords.
Crown of Swords, yeah, COS.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't dry. She was all soaked. She'd been falling in the water.
Yeah, she was in the middle of a river.
Yeah.
How dare you? The name never sucked.
That is actually not correct. If you read
That's been the tWoTties for this week.
So that's tWoTcast this week. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. Other things to leave below. Farts. They're funny.
Oh, can you record? Yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
And in theory, we'll get better at responding. And guess what? In practice,
I'm good at responding.
in practice, Jesus, you sensitive dick, we have gotten better.
By we, he means me.
Yes.
If it was we would be great at it because it would be three of us.
Yeah.
But it's
There's not.
something I'm not good at is putting the audio version of the show wherever you can get your podcast. Maybe I'll catch up this year. Next.
Something I'm not good at, cunnilingus.
Maybe I'll catch up this year. It's January.
Maybe I'll catch up from last year this year.
I thought we were talking about like
Just put it out.
Well, what's your not good at thing, Tom? You haven't said what you're not good at.
Put it out. I'm not good at anything.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
You can listen
Tom,
to the
you're
audio
great at
version of the show wherever you get your podcasts.
I already
Next
said that
year.
one.
Again,
Jono, move
the
the outro
tWoTcast theme
along.
song brought to you by the one, the only. Never just finished. Jesus, Taffy Bennington.
Your gulping
What?
was
Was it
ruining.
bad?
Yeah,
Gulp.
it was loud.
Gulp.
It was loud.
Yeah, now we know what my mom sounds like.
And Andrew Bar Time. Links to their stuff is below.
John, we've
Thank
always
you.
known.
Yeah. Well, I know.
You-
Pretty cool.
You know, and everybody in the chat knows.
Thank you to our guest, my mom, if we had one. I thought this was
Jesus
a butt plug
Christ,
joke.
man.
I thought it was
Jesus
a
Christ.
butt plug joke. That's my bad. It's just plugs for someone else's show. I will leave my mom out of it. Join us next week for more Wheel of Time covering The Gathering Storm by Brandon Sanderson and Robert Jordan. No offense to Brandon. I hate
It's the
reading.
tWoTties. We're doing some tWoTties.
Yeah.
I don't know,
But
Tom.
again-
We discussed throwing a Royal Rumble in there. You want to throw a Royal Rumble
Let's
in
do the
there?
Rumble. We're gonna do the
Oh.
Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Is it
Do a
next
little
week?
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Rumble. And if you guys don't know what the fuck we're talking about, which is totally fine, we do some random Royal Rumbles in the past and varying degrees of success, but usually they involve an amusing amount of rules on who can enter and how they fight, and usually guests. I guess we should get some guests for the Royal Rumble. I guess should get some guests in
shit.
here.
At least one.
Yeah, we gotta have a one.
Yeah, we got
I'll
one.
text Alan.
All right. Yeah, Alan. Let's have Alan on for the Royal Rumble. That's actually a brilliant idea. I love that. We'll see. We'll see.
I do love
Audience.
it.
Should we
Yeah,
get
well,
Alan
let's do it.
on
Let's
the
do a
show?
Royal Rumble. I mean, the real Royal Rumble's happening like right now or next week, right?
Mhm.
I don't.
Yeah, all right. So let's do a Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Do
Then we'll
Royal
come
Rumble.
back to the awards.
A Royal Rumble is an award.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it kind of fits.
For
And
our
the winner
readers,
gets
for
the winner
watchers.
gets to cash in their belt to win any random award.
All right, I'm Jono. Suck brick, kid.
Oh, okay. Keep the change, you filthy animals.
Tom.
Study your math.
I missed my thing. It happens at my age. Say goodnight, Kevin.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast